And I'd like to introduce briefly our next speaker, Dr. Manuel Blanco. He has already been speaking, he has already been introduced. He's now Solar Thermal Group Leader and Director of the Australian Solar Thermal Research Initiative at CSIRO in Australia. And he has over 30 years of experience in CSP developments. He has been, among other posts, Director of the Plataforma Solar, and I had the pleasure to collaborate with him in this position. And he will give an overview on the ASTRI project, and I would like to invite you now to come to the stage, Manuel.
Thank you very much, Christoph. Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm going to be presenting to you the main outlines of the Australian Solar Thermal Research Initiative. As Christoph said before, I've been director of the Plataforma Solar, and I just joined CSIRO very recently. But this initiative is an initiative that is coordinated by CSIRO, the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization. I'm going to just introduce briefly what is this organization. I am sure most of you know, but just in case. CSIRO is the largest research organization in Australia by any figure that you want, any metric that you can use. We have as you can see there, we have 58 locations. We are located in many different places in Australia. The main solar research operation is in Newcastle, north of Sydney, and it's a huge organization with 6,500 researchers and more than $1 billion Australian dollars of budget. Oops, I'm not getting, sorry, I'm getting confused here. I don't see the one. Well, in general, by any metrics, CSIRO is one of the leading research organizations in the world, if you by the number of scientific publications and any other, also very other metrics. One interesting thing in CSIRO is that it's a very this is not working. This is not working. Hasta, no sé si con la... Sí, lo que pasa es que no me sale esto tampoco en... A ver si lo puedes dar tú. Yo no... Joder. Ah, aquí. Wow, have to move to the... ¿Dónde está la presentación? ¿Puedo verlo en modo presentación? Okay. Okay, so I'm having some problem here with the... Yeah. Well, the thing is I don't see that in presentation mode. Okay, so what I was saying that CSIRO is working in very different fields, in food, health, life science and industries, energy, environment, information and communication, manufacturing, materials and minerals. And this is a very interesting advantage because you can have, even though it's working in all of these different fields, it's interesting that CSIRO is working and making a big effort towards a organization in itself, so that when we are approaching a project, we can get resources from all of these different divisions, and we can get multidisciplinary teams together very fast. We are operating in more than 80 countries, and we are operating with most of the most important organizations and companies in the world. Regarding specifically concentrating solar power research, We have the largest research team in Australia so far. We have a large portfolio of projects that have been working for several years already, and we have active partners also all over the world. This is just the very brief overview of what is CSIRO. And as I said, CSIRO is coordinating a project that is called the ASTRI, Australian Solar Thermal Research Initiative. And this project, the main goal of the project, the main activity, the main purpose of the project is to position Australia as a relevant player in concentrating solar thermal power. This is the main objective. And the objective also makes a lot of sense for Australia because Australia has a huge solar potential. As you can see, well, it's one of the best solar potentials in the world. And even though most of the Australian population and the grid is in the place where we have less solar radiation, so the solar radiation near the coast is of the order of a little lower than 2,000 kilowatt per square meter. If you do the assessment, and this has been done, when you go and you see that around 25 kilometers of the existing transmission line, if you put there solar power plants, you can provide more than 500 times the annual energy consumption of Australia. And this gives you an idea. This is so just exploiting the lower part of the resource, the solar resource in Australia. We have plenty of energy there. So it makes a lot of sense for Australia to play a relevant role and to do research in concentrating solar power. And the purpose of ASTRI is to generate this capacity and involve all the research community. Because, as I said before, this is not a CSIRO project. It's a project in collaboration with a lot of partners, and CSIRO is only just coordinating the project. The main objectives of the project is first the foremost objective of the project is to reduce the cost of CSP technology through research and innovation. Another important goal of the project is to generate capacity building within the country. So to engage the Australian research community, the universities, to produce students and doctoral students, postdoc researchers in this field, strengthen the capabilities, the institutional capabilities of the different research institutions in Australia, and facilitate transfer of knowledge. Also, a big emphasis in ASTRI is for international collaboration. ASTRI is being developed under the umbrella of a general collaboration agreement between the United States and Australia, and it also is one of the goals of the project to open the project to also international collaboration worldwide. The partners that we have in Australia is the Australian National University that has long-term experience with concentrating solar power. They developed the big dish. They have been working in solar chemistry. They are now doing a lot of activities in heliostat, optics, and central receiver. We have also the university. Another partner is the University of Queensland. It has a lot of experience in radial turbine development and hybrid cooling. The University of Adelaide, with a lot of experience in solar fuels and hybrid reactor design, etc. University of South Australia has experience in phase change material research. Queensland University of Technology, it has experience in dispatchable power, corrosion science, novel optics, polymer degradation, etc. And Flinders University that has expertise in coatings, catalysis, nanoscale technology, and so forth. So all of these are, I think, very good partners for the development, the kind of project that we are trying to do. As I said, one of the main goals of the ASTRI program is to reduce the cost and to increase the cost competitiveness of concentrating solar power technology. And we have a specific goal, a specific target of reducing the cost, the levelized cost of electricity to 12 cents per kilowatt hour, 12 Australian cents per kilowatt hour by 2020, whilst providing dispatchable firm capacity. The program is an 8-year program with a critical review on year number 5. It's a structure in something that is called the overarching economic model. It's an activity that is the main purpose of the activity is to try to get a overarching and a uniform economic model to being able to test the different innovation that we are going to be developing within the program, and to make estimates of the reduction in cost that this different innovation will produce in the technologies. It has an overall budget of 87 million Australian dollars. 35 million of those will be provided by ARENA. ARENA is the Australian Renewable Energy Agency, and the rest will be provided, by 46 by the partners, and we are expecting that the industry will provide $5 million for the project. ASTRI is very much aligned and is linked to Sunshot objectives, and also the main partners in the United States right now are Sandia National Lab, NREL, and Arizona State University. We are, as I said, is open to other collaborations, and we are in conversation, and we have collaboration with other universities, US labs, laboratories, and industry. We are also having conversation with European partners, and we are open to have collaboration with any partner interested in the world. The structure of the management structure of ASTRI, there is a director or coordinator. There is an advisory committee where the ARENA is involved, and also the industry. There is a program management committee where all the principal investigators of the different universities involved in the project are present. There is a chief operating officer, and this is the management structure. And then we have, as I said, an overarching economic model, and we have 4 nodes that are targeting the different aspects of the technology that could have an important impact on the reduction of levelized cost of electricity. We have a node that is focuses on reducing capital expenditure, that is being led by Australian National University with the help of Flinders University. We have another node that is the main focus is increase the capacity factor of the technology, and this is led by CSIRO, and the sub-lead is University of South Australia. And then we have another node or work package that is improve system efficiency, that is led by University of Queensland with the sub-lead by CSIRO. And then we have a final node that is dealing with the addition of product value, and here is also involved the solar chemistry application that is led by Adelaide University with the Queensland University of Technology. Also, in addition to that, we have an education program. The idea is all of these universities, in collaboration with CSIRO, will develop modules and teaching materials for improving or increasing the amount of exposure of the students to concentrate in solar thermal technologies in all of these universities. ASTRI is a research program, and we have been allocated the funding, and we have now the challenge of transforming this funding and this partnership in a specific project that will be targeted to reduce the levelized cost of electricity. So we have a process of having brainstorming, developing ideas with all the partners in ASTRI, in collaboration with the industry that is represented, as I said before, in the advisory committee, and then transforming this project in specific, these ideas in specific projects that have to be, well, negotiated. We have to define what are the funding for each one of the different projects, and then when this is approved by the project management committee and by the ASTRI directorate, then the project will start. So it's a relatively complex process, but I think it's a necessary one in order to be able to fulfill the goals of the project. We have, as you can see there, and this is also a challenge, we have a lot of key performance indicators that we are committed with the Australian Renewable Energy Agency to comply with. A lot of these key performance indicators are related with capability building. We are going to hire a lot of postdoctoral and doctoral students to work in this project, to increase the capacity and increase the amount of researchers involved in these technologies. We are right now, well, we just finished last week in CSIRO advertising 6 positions for postdoctoral position for 3 years. We got 300 applicants from all over the world, and this is open from everyone that is interested. And all the universities involved in ASTRI will also be advertising positions. We are going we are in the process of setting up a website when we will put information about the projects that we have been dealing with in ASTRI, and we are also going to put all the hiring opportunities, educational opportunities, and so forth. There is also a big component of research exchanges and visiting professors between Australia and United States, and this is also open to other countries. And we have also very specific targets in publications and so forth. In addition to this, let's say, capability building key performance indicators, we also have very clear targets for technical key performance indicator, and we have this the challenge of reducing the cost, the levelized cost of electricity by 12 cents Australian dollar by the end of the project. We have already started to act in the different nodes of the project. We have already approved 2 scoping studies regarding heliostat and receiver performance in order to identify where we should be targeting our research. We have also approved a project in phase change materials, and another project related to to storage. And we have also approved a very important project in supercritical CO2. We have also a project related to improve the cleaning and the cleanliness of mirrors, and we are still negotiating a project in solar chemistry. The idea of ASTRI is also, as I said before, is integration and try to make Australia relevant in CSP. And a lot of effort is also putting in this program to elicit collaboration between the institutions. In all of these projects, at least we have to have 2 of the partner institutions involved, and the idea is to have as much involvement of the different institutions as possible. And well, this is all.
Thank you very much, Manuel. And again, we have time for 1 or maybe 2 questions. Well, if there are no questions, everything was clear. Thank you again. And then I would come to the next.